Now, we're going to be starting with the first parsha. Parsha is the individual sections inside of each of the 5 books. So again, there's something called Chumash, that's the colloquially called the Torah. There are 5 sections: Bereshis, Genesis, Shemos, Exodus, Vayikra, Leviticus, Bamidbar, Numbers, Devarim, Deuteronomy. We'll get into all the specifics later, but we're going to be opening up with the first parsha in the book of Bereshis, known as Genesis, and that is the parsha of Bereshis. It's called Bereshis because that is the first word in this parsha, in this section. What is Bereshis about? If you haven't seen already, this is one of the most foundational sections in the entire book of the Torah. This is one of the most foundational sections in the entire book of the Torah. And the book of Bereshis is the story of the creation of the world and how after God created this world, it starts to deteriorate. It goes through in the very beginning, the 7 days of creation, what was created on each day, followed by the famous story, what in Christianity has become known as original sin. One of the most amazing stories in Jewish thought, it's called Chet, Adam Harishon, Chet meaning sin, Adam Harishon meaning Adam, the first man, and it is the story of him eating from the tree of knowledge, the Eitz Hadas, the tree of knowledge. Eitz means tree, Das means knowledge, and he eats from this tree, and everything starts to deteriorate. He gets kicked out from the Garden of Eden. He then rebuilds a family as children, and afterwards, his children, Cain and Hevel, in the story, get into a fight with each other, and one brother, Cain, kills Hevel, the first brotherly murder right in the beginning. Society is beginning to deteriorate as we get farther and farther away from that initial creation story. Then following the death of Hevel is finally God looks at society, and this is like the trailer to what's going to be the next parsha, but God looks at society and he begins, God, so to speak, anthropomorphically, is sad, begins to become saddened at the way society is turning out, and God begins to consider bringing a flood, which we will talk about in the next parsha. So again, opens up with the creation story, 7 days of creation, then story of Adam and Eve, Adam and Chava. Adam and Eve, as they're known in English. Eating from the tree of knowledge is the third part of the story, and then Cain and Hevel, brothers, kill each other, and God grows despondent, grows saddened about the future of humanity. Really a page turner of a parsha, and stay tuned for when we open up some amazing questions in this week's parsha.